Yeah, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of WoW versus DDO. And in the last episode, we started with DDO, so this episode, we're going to start with WoW. And we're going to jump into the world and learn a little bit how to use our rogue efficiently. So let's go ahead and jump in. I guess I shouldn't hit delete or create. Let's jump in. And we'll wait for it to load. Now, while it's loading, one thing I really want to say that I think WoW has over DDO is you have your questing, you can grind, you can do all kinds of things. However, there's lots and lots of other things that you can do in WoW. There are some of them present in DDO. However, there is things called pet battles and having pets. There is all kinds of professions. There is, what do they call those? The battlegrounds. There's dungeons. There's just going out into the world. There's like fishing. That's actually considered a profession. So because this is the public test realm and the stuff is all in progress, we will get various cutscenes where we get this giant X with work in progress above it. I guess I could read that stuff at the bottom, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. So hopefully you're reading it. If not, rewind and you can read it. It'll tell you just a little bit about it. And there we are. There's our little Lindy. So the whole purpose of this starting area is to actually teach you WoW. Now the old areas, they didn't necessarily teach you, you just jumped right in with quests, which obviously you're doing here as well. So anytime you see a yellow exclamation point, that means a quest is available. If it's a gray one, it means that it might be that it's, I don't think you ever see the gray one, because that would be something like a low-level quest, and they're actually kind of a lighter color yellow. So here on the mini-map, we can track various things. We can choose it to track flight masters, which you can fly from area to area. You can track trivial quests. That would be if I'm like a level 20 and I go into an area that's the starting area for some other race, and I want to do those quests just to get me some reputation with them. I would turn on this so I actually can see those. In other words, they don't show up above their head. There's points of interest. This is always good to have. There's your target. I don't usually have my target on there. There's target focus. I don't think that's very important. Track POIs, quest POIs, points of interest, and dig sites. This is for a profession called archaeology that you can actually start doing once you hit, well, I don't know what level you have to be in this one, because it used to be level 20. Maybe it's like level 10 or something here. But that would be every profession, because you can't actually get them anymore.
Recruit, step forward.
Then also in here, you can also say different types of town folks. So there's an auction house where you can auction things. I believe there's this similar type of thing in DDO. There's banker, where you actually have a whole bunch of slots that you can put things temporarily. For example, you get items that maybe are over your class's ability or your level's ability to use. You can put them in your bank so they're not tying up your slots. You have a battle master, which is the person that gets you into battlegrounds and stuff. Food and drink. Innkeepers, this is where you can set your Hearthstone, which is a teleporting device, basically. Mailboxes, so you can send. Now, if you are on the starter account, you cannot use a mailbox. You cannot join a guild, and you can't trade with other players. So you can't, just create lots and lots of free accounts and give yourself gold and stuff through them. Regents is used for different crafting. Profession trainers is obviously for professions. Repairs I like to have on Stable Master. If you're a hunter, you can actually get multiple types of pets and actually store them up in, because you only can have like one maximum. If you're high level, you can have 5 pets that you can call at will. Any above that has to be stored at the Stable Master. And then there's Transmogrifier, which lets you take, for example, my daggers here. If I go into Transmogre appearances, you can see I could turn my helmet to look like a spring bunny. Or my weapons, my daggers, I can make look like an expeditionary dagger, which is probably what they actually are. The red ones mean that you need to be at least level 10 to unlock these. These ones you have to unlock through, you can't just actually get any dagger you want. You would have to see it or unlock it somewhere. But let's say I get a really nice dagger, and then I get one that's actually more powerful, but I like the look of that original dagger. I could come in here, and for a price, gold in game, I can actually change it, even though it's a higher level dagger, to look like the older dagger. The other thing I like to do is, I don't like just this small amount of buttons. I like lots and lots of ability for buttons. So if you come into interface and by clicking on the question mark and click on interface, you can click on action bar and turn on the bottom 2 and the 2 on the side there. Okay, so now that we've kind of gone over that, we can see that we have these skills. So if I just right click something, you'll see I'm in battle mode. If I click on this in battle mode, it does an additional thing. As you can read over there on the bottom right, it says it causes 5 physical damage. So when I'm just swinging my swords or my little daggers, I do 1 damage with that one, 1 damage with that one. When I use this, I actually get an additional hit there. Now, this is a racial trait for elves. You can actually turn invisible, and other players can't see you. You'll see it has a 2-minute cooldown. As soon as I move or attack, I lose that invisibility. As a rogue, I actually get a stealth ability, so I'm just going to get rid of that completely. Okay, over here we have our little chat window for chats that are going on. It looks like none. You also have a combat log of what has happened, your actions and what's happened to you, so you can see how hard you've been hit and stuff like that. You also have your social menu of people that you are friends with, and it'll let you know when they're online so you can join them and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and lock that up. Then we have all these buttons down here. We have our bag. We actually have empty slots where we can collect bags as we quest. This will automatically populate. If you get a bag from a quest or a mob drop or anything like that, it will automatically put the bag here when you pick it up, if there is none available, if there's an empty one available. Otherwise, you have a bag that is 16 slots. If you have an authenticator account, you can get these additional 4 to give you a total of 20 slots. But normally your backpack will just be this. This is the only one you cannot actually change. It's always just your backpack. Then you can get like 4 slots, 6 slots, 8 slots, 12 slots. I think there's a 16 and all the way up to, I think, maybe 32. I can't remember the exact amount. Then down here we have our question mark. This is your game menu. These will become available as we progress through. This one is your collections. This is any mounts that you have. From what I've seen in DDO, you have very limited amount of mounts. You can get, from what I've seen, only horses. Maybe there's other ones. I'm trying to think if I've seen anyone with anything else. One second. So anyway, you can actually have a lot more mounts. As you can see on the test realm, I actually have 55 mounts. However, there are so many more that you can be on. If you want to know what you might look like on a mount, you can always click show me so you can kind of see a size and stuff. But until I'm level 10, I can't actually ride a mount. You need to get journeyman riding skill. With DDO, I don't think you have to be, I think you can get a mount right away. So that's your mounts. There's also for pet battles and stuff. Once again, on this I have 3, so this is a pet that I can have follow me. He doesn't actually fight for me or anything. What was that? However, you know, you can actually, well, right now I can't even do pet battles because I'm still new. But I can have him like follow me. I can have this little core pup follow me. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Just by clicking summon, and you'll see there he is right behind me. They have little silly animations sometimes. We could do Mr. Chili, he looks like this, or my little treasure goblin. He could follow me around. As you can see right there. Later on, after I get to a level where I can actually do it, you can also do pet battles where you actually, kind of like Pokemon, where they fight and you can capture them and all that fun stuff. Also in here we have toy box. These are things that you can just unlock that are kind of more cosmetic or fun things to do. I don't know. I have the ancient bloom, make like a tree and leaf. I have to be level 35 for that. Burning missive, have to be 37 for that. I don't know that I can actually, as level 1, I don't know that I actually have any that oh wait. Oh, I could do that one. Use destroys technological terror construct. I don't know what that does. I don't remember. Requires 40, 36, 36. Alright, we're not going to keep doing that. One thing that's really handy to note is anywhere you see these little eyes, you can actually click on it and it will give you more information about these sections and such. So that's really handy. Heirlooms we kind of, no, we talked about appearance and not heirlooms. Heirlooms are special things that you can get. For example, you can get this from vendor Crom Stom in Ironforge. These are actually account bound items, so if you have it on one person, it's actually available for all your characters, which is kind of cool. I don't have any heirlooms. But they kind of make it so like, wow, if I have this, it scales actually with me, and there's no reason for me to get any other shoulders or whatever, shoulder armor or anything. So they kind of give you unfair advantage. You might see some people that actually look exactly the same with some weird stuff, and that would be exactly that. So this is obviously a Warlock. We have a Night Elf Hunter here. So let's go ahead and actually jump in the game. I don't think, oh actually no, let's not jump in the game yet. We also have guild and communities, so you can actually have a guild. If you're on the free account, like I said, you can't actually join a guild, but you can check out this stuff. I'm not going to go into that really because that's outside the scope of what I'm trying to do here. We have our quest log that shows us our quests that are available to us and that we've got, and there will be the map that shows where those things are actually achieved. This boat doesn't actually have a map because this is the whole thing. You can basically be in this area right here. Then we have achievements. Throughout the game there are boatloads of achievements that you can actually get. With achievements you can get achievement points, and then I believe you can unlock things with those points. We also have guild achievements, and we have statistics here to show you all the different stuff. How much gold you acquired, you know, if you're ever wanting to know all this stuff. How many kills you've done, honorable, blah blah blah, whatever types that you want, creature kills and all that. Maybe we'll, if I remember, we'll look at that after we've played a little while. Then we have talents and specs. We don't have any of those right now because you get those at level 10. Our spell book, these are all our different things. So if we, for example, lose this on accident, I'm like, oh, where is that? Go to your spell book. You'll see it actually highlights ones that are not. You just simply drag it and replace it. You have some general things, your auto attack, shadow meld, like the one we got rid of, tells you anything that's passive you don't need to equip. So racial passive is our elusiveness. These are all things that just happen in the background. And you'll see that there's also writing trainer and stuff like that. This is because we're rogue, and then these will be our talents or specialization. Are we an assassination rogue, outlaw, and subtly? Now, you can actually switch between these anytime you want, which is really cool. And then finally we have our character itself. So this shows all our inventory slots here, you know, our armor slots and stuff. Here's our offhand and main hand. We also, if we get titles, we can put those in there. We also have an equipment manager, which is kind of weird. It can be handy, but if you upgrade different components, it kind of breaks the equipment manager. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and get our first quest, 16 minutes into the video. So simply right-clicking on a person will bring up what the quest is, gives you the description, tells you what your objectives are, and what you'll get. So from this, we get 55 copper pieces and 200. If you want to know what your money is, it's always at the very bottom of your primary bag. So we're going to go ahead and say accept, and you'll see that she turns into a gray question mark, not exclamation.
I need everyone
this
in top
means
form if we're to
that
complete this
she
mission.
is
Show me what you can do.
We have that quest, and she's who we turn it into, or we haven't met the requirements to turn in the quest. So she wants us to go beat up one of these things. So like I said, as you can see here, we're punching this guy. If we do our big swing here, we do more damage. She only wants us to destroy one of these. This actually works off of energy. So this second bar right here is our energy.
Good.
When we use
Next.
this, you'll notice over there in the
That's
right
odd.
bottom it says awards one
expecting
combo
rain.
point. Rogues use combo points. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 combo points. So if I attack this again and I do it, you'll see we get another combo point. Eventually we get the ability to use combo points to do a massive attack. This top bar right here is our health. This is our focus. As we use up these, you'll notice that this says it uses 45 energy. So if I do that, you'll see it used up 45 energy. It used up 45 energy. And then it slowly grows back. So now we've maxed out our combo points, but there's nothing we can really use our combo points for right now. So we come back to her, and now we'll see that she's a yellow question mark, and that means we can turn in a quest. This little blue box that was underneath, this is what we can use to spend our
Private Cole
combo
will run you
points.
through the rest of the drills.
So now if we
I
come
need to
over
discuss
here,
this storm with
we
the
have 5
helmsman.
combo points. If I do this, you can see if I do, by looking at the right there, if I only have 1 combo point, it will do 4 damage, 2 combo points 8 damage, so on and so forth. Up to 5 combo points is 20 damage. So you'll notice my combo points are slowly fading out over time. So if I use one real quick, another one, and then I do my massive one, you'll see it did a massive amount of damage, 20 points. She wants us now to actually talk to this guy to fight him. So here you can see, I hope the rain isn't a bad omen. This is just supposed to be a simple rescue mission. You'll be sparring with me today. We have to make sure you can handle yourself once we make landfall. Let's see what you've got. And then you get a spar with him. We're going to get a silver and 20 copper and 340 experience. So let's go ahead and do this. He is going to tell us what to do. So this is training you a little bit. So he says, let's move into sparring positions, and I'll let you have the first strike. So if we came over here and got some nice strike power, we'll cheat just a little bit, because we're supposed to build this up as we're attacking him. Now we can take out this one, and now we can just leave it. Now let's just use that strike on him. Bam. and do a lot more damage. Now we're not going to kill him, but generally this bar, once it's down, he's telling us always make sure you're facing your opponent, because if you're facing the opposite way, we can't actually hit him. So definitely want to face him. And sometimes they will run around you. So now he has a quest we can turn in. Let's go ahead and turn it in. This area is just in the test realm. This is for reporting any bugs with issues. And having said that, I just realized that we might actually have a bug with one of the quests on this, because I've seen it bug out. So now he wants us, that's it for warming up. You and the other new recruits are a promising bunch. I'll tell you that much. Hold on. What's that sound? I think something big is headed our way. Now we have to find Captain Garrick. So we do that. You'll notice now the weather really gets rough. And we're supposed to go in here and talk to Garrick. So like I said, we don't have a map on this because really there's no downstairs. We can't go through that door. But here's Captain Garrick. This is going to put us on the island. And I think that will be a good stopping point with WoW here. And I think I was going to do another back-to-back, but because this took 21 minutes, I'm actually going to just record another episode in the other world. Or in the other game, DDO. So there we have it. We wake up on the island, and I think this is where we're going to leave it. You'll notice now that we have... where'd my little guy go?
Recruit.
So you'll see at level 3 we got our stealth. So now we actually have the ability as a rogue to move in stealth. In stealth, if a creature is hostile, as long as you're careful and don't cross into them, you actually are invisible to them. So this is where we're going to end it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And that'd be it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.